Hi, lovelies. Welcome back. This week I want to share an insight that I recently had. And like many insights, it wasn't a seeing for the first time type insight. It was a deeper appreciation of something that I already knew. And I know once I tell it to you, you're going to recognize that you already know it too. It's something that all human beings know, all human beings have an intuitive sense of. And yet it's so easy to forget, and it's so easy to fall for the trick of the mind that says we know exactly how things are going to pan out. And so the insight that I had last night was that I really reconnected with the truth that I am not a fortune teller. And I know that sounds so obvious. Like, of course, I'm not a fortune teller. Of course, I don't have a crystal ball. Of course, I was not the person on earth born with the only one born with the abilities to just see everything, know everything, and predict the future to a T. But it's really compelling to believe that we know how things are going to turn out, that we know how the future is going to go, that we know that the past is just going to continue forward and nothing's going to change, or we know that a certain change is going to happen, or we know the timeline that something is going to go, or we know how things should be. This is a big one. Like, really recognizing that we have ideas that say, I know how the future is going to go. It should go like this, or it will go like this. And therefore we suffer in the present at the effects of this terrible made-up future. And in truth, that just isn't true. It's not true for me, it's not true for you, and it's not true for anyone on earth. The future is an incomplete equation, which means we simply don't know what's going to happen. The reason we think we do know, and the reason we get caught up in a lot of present-day suffering about it, is because we really do fall for the powerful trick of our minds that, we call it in this understanding, in this field, the principle of consciousness. But really all it means is what is in our minds is what we experience. So we can go off in the future and paint these horrible stories of what's going to happen, or the fact that things are never going to change and things are never going to get better, and something has damaged us, or something has caused us to feel stuck, or we're a victim of a circumstance, or change is impossible for us, or any of these things that simply aren't true, but they're going to feel true in the moment. We really will experience feeling like a victim. We really will experience feeling stuck. We will experience a sense of nothing's going to change, it's all going to be the same, and it's all terrible, and what's the point of anything? And the trick is not to then put a better future in that place and say, okay, well, maybe it's not going to go like this, but it's going to go like this. The trick is to see that we're making it all up. We really are making it all up. We really don't know, and we're not fortune tellers. And when I come back to that simple truth of like, oh, I really don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I really don't know what's going to happen next week, or next month, or next year. That is incredibly freeing. That is incredibly just inspiring and expansive and beautiful to recognize that my mind can tell me that it's going to go a certain way. It can create its stories. It will create its stories. That's what minds do. And I don't actually have to take that as truth. I don't have to think that just because it feels real, it is real. I don't have to think that just because my mind goes to predictable places, that that is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I can see that there has been so many times in my 25 years on earth that there's a story that my mind is saying this is how it's going to go. And I've just said, okay, I'm sure that's how it's going to go, and suffered in the present moment, thinking that that's a certainty or a guarantee, only to recognize and be pleasantly surprised, if I'm honest, that that's not actually how the future went, that something came up that was unexpected, a circumstance shifted that I had no control over and no expectation that it would, that I had a change of heart or a change of mind, that somebody else had a change of heart or a change of mind, that the unexpected happened, that magic came in. And I don't mean magic in this like woo-woo illusionist Chris Angel way. I literally mean just seeing the beauty of life, seeing the miracle that we are here on this walk flying around outer space. We have these amazingly intelligent systems that beat our hearts and breathe our lungs and take care of us and live us and keep us alive and keep us thriving and keep us healthy. Like, that is what I mean by magic. And it's so easy when we're buying into the illusion that we know how the future is going to go, that we don't see that we don't know, and that there is an inherent intelligence in life that we can't fathom and we can't comprehend. So that's really reassuring for me, because that reminds me that A, what's in my head is not truth, it's just what's in my head, and B, that there is an inherent beauty, kindness, magic, intelligence, whatever you want to call it, that knows more than my mind does. So my mind says, it should go like this, it should happen on this timeline, this is how it's going to be, it's not going to be any different than the past, this is going to keep playing out, this is going to be a continuous pattern. And life has other plans. Life does otherwise. So, when I kind of reconnected with that truth last night, I was like, man, that just takes a weight off my shoulders. That just brings me back to what's actually true and what's actually always available for us. And it takes just seeing that, just because something feels really real and true, just because something seems like, God, it can't be anything other than how our mind is telling us it's going to go, that we're allowed to call bullshit on that and say, I haven't predicted the future in the past. I haven't had accuracy in how things are going to go out. Things have surprised me. Things have changed. I have changed. Circumstances have changed. People have changed. Events have changed. And it just reminds me to be a little bit less willing to take what my mind says is true, and a little bit more willing to open up to life as it's actually unfolding, life as it actually is being created moment to moment, life as it actually is living me and living everyone else. And that's just a really beautiful place to be. So, as always, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I'd love hearing from you guys. Request too, the stuff you want me to talk about, whether it's a question or a topic or even just a paradox that you want me to talk about. I'm happy to do my best to answer it. So leave those below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. New videos come out every Friday. And I'm wishing you guys just a lovely weekend of just letting life unfold, just realizing that we don't know how things are going to go. And not only is that okay, but that's actually preferable to buying into our ideas and our stories and our mental constructs of, we just know how the future is going to go and we're not going to like it. So, I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful time, and I'll speak with you very soon. See you next week. Bye.